Yeah, this is Kaitiaki Māra Backyard Gardens and Rewa Takau here. As you can see, this time of year, and particularly as we head towards Matariki and over winter, it's a time to replenish our nurseries. It's a time to think about planning. It's a time to give thanks for what happened through the previous year. As you will have already seen, that I've already started doing some mahi around propagating different types of rako, and yesterday we went out and picked up a few of these variations, puriri, tōtara, what's this one, manuka, and some ferns, and so we got some older ones. And the farmer actually thought of me, because what he was doing was clearing some bush using the tractor, and he saw these young shoots coming through, and he thought of me. He said, "Oh man, maybe the rewa will want some before I mow over them." And so I'm taking all this and planting them out and reforest in other locations. So this is my tōtara. Got a few of those growing just there. I've just done manuka, the babies, and look at this little beautiful tree. Kumaraho. And yeah, so part of what we're trying to, and this year is our first year in doing it, is I was inspired by my Indian brother down the road and his nursery, and so what I'm looking at doing, particularly for our papakainga, is create this biodiversity of fruit and vegetables and native fauna and flora. I'm eventually going to be using manuka and kanuka as a windbreak, so that I temper down the wind that comes across our garden, but I'm wanting to also plant out other natives that in time they'll grow in this beautiful marakai, not only for us but for the birds, like what we see in here. You know, we've got a variety of kai that we can grow, not only for us but for our natives, like the monarch butterfly, which are those, I believe now are called swans. These little, got about 40 to 60 of these, and so these help keep the population of monarch butterflies growing. So those caterpillars, we'll plant those around the place. Put a few around here. We'll plant heaps on the land just to encourage that. We may sell a couple for schools. What are these things on here? If anyone knows what these yellow things, these aphidy looking things are, please let me know. Yeah, I might have to put some neem oil on them. That's interesting. First time I've seen those. Wonder what they are. Yep. Nico. Come to really like the looks of Nico and harakeke for our weavers. So we're trying to think holistically, and that's what I'm doing today, is I'm planting out these before our Easter hui, our youth camp out of Manaia. So the idea being is I'll use my backyard as a bit of a nursery to let them take hold, and then I take them over and planting. So we've got other tōtara there, got rosemary growing. I'm trying to see if I can germinate my lavender, and then I'll do the same. So I'll grow it like that, and then I can pot those out into pots like this, and then plant them around the place. My tōtara's growing pretty good. Again, they are like my bananas. They grow pups, and then I'll just grab the pups and plant them out and just multiply them. Feed jars this year are really awesome. The Lord's really blessed us this year in regards to the size. Like these are, man, these are really awesome. I did prune them back a bit this summer, or autumn I should say, once they've fruited. Prune them back, and put good soil down below. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm planting out my seedlings. And so here's my manuka, and what it grew in. So I just dug around and tried to keep the roots as much as possible, and then I plant them out. So what I'm doing here is I've got old mixture in here. I've got worm casting, some of my old potting. So I've got one of my old bags of that I've used before, recycled them in the pot. I put a base in the bottom of wood chips, blood and bone and sheep pellets, and then I put my mix in, and I put in a bit of the clay to try to mimic where they've come from, and then I then put bark, which I'll just show you what I'll do. I'll put bark around the top, and all this is doing is just giving it a bit of a cover so that the soil is not too exposed, and because really the soil doesn't like to be exposed, it needs covering. And in the bark, what the bark does too, it helps soak up water when it rains, and then that gives us the ability to hold moisture inside. And I'll just add that one to these ones. These are actually ready to plant. How I know, maybe, yep, I'm starting to see the roots come through, so I know these are ready to go. But yeah, just start growing a nursery of those. Same with my manuka, kumaraho, avocado. These are passion fruits, so I'm just wanting to get them established. I've pulled them up from somewhere else, or I got gifted to them to be, and then I can replant them. So the idea is taking the fauna and flora, the huarako, huawhenua, and distributing them around here in Northland in order that we create this diversity and biodiversity of food around the place. And it means that if something happens to us over here, I've got another site that's on a hill, which I know won't get flooded unless there is a tsunami. So instead of us having a bit of a risk of being in one location, we've developed a couple of locations. So for us here, we're using the backyard to trial out how things grow, like I'm doing the taro. I'm trialing that out. I've been trialing out the bananas, and I've replanted out some of those. So this becomes, same with the strawberries, this becomes an effectively this kohanga reo, or kohanga, Māra kai, mahinga kai place that I'm trying stuff. And means that we can keep an eye on it a bit more. So yeah, there's a monarch butterfly. Look at that baby. Praise the Lord. Look at that. Well, her favourite tree is that one. Swales. Not swales, seals. Not seals, swans. Sorry about that, correction, swans. The leaves they eat, and they make cocoons, and they produce monarch butterflies. So we're going to grow those, and that's our way of just bringing that diversity back into our environment. Instead of these white butterflies flying around, we have these beautiful monarch Yeah, that's what we're up to. That's what we're doing. We heading towards Easter. Passover Sunday yesterday, and not Passover Sunday, Palm Sunday yesterday. We're having Passover, Festival of Passover, Festival of Unleavened Bread, and Festival of First Fruits. Happen around the Easter story that we've now got in the Western world. And the Messiah, Jesus Christ, is the one who fulfilled those three festivals. And according to biblical tradition and the story, is that the next festivals that are coming, he will, Festival of Trumpets, Tabernacles, and so forth, as he will then fulfill those as well. But while we're here and while we're waiting for his return, we're looking after the environment, we're looking after each other, we're finding ways of building food security and sustainability across Northland, and we're also supporting other projects that are going on around the place of people, particularly at this time, looking after the akai and the resources. Alrighty, ngā mihi atu kia koutou. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face continue to shine upon you as you seek to serve him in the world and the spaces of influence that he's given you. Alrighty, hei kona.